The year 2011 was a breakthrough for good local governance for the Department of the Interior and Local Government. As the country steers to its journey towards good governance, putting premium to transparency and accountability, to date, at least 90% of the provinces, cities, and municipalities nationwide have complied with a full disclosure policy which requires LGUs to post their pertinent financial transactions in government websites, newspapers of general circulation, and in conspicuous places within their localities. Even barangays heeded the call for disclosure, as 24,269, or 58% of barangays nationwide, have also posted their important financial reports at the entrances of their barangay halls and other public places. Moreover, even local government units in the Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao, or ARMM, complied with a full disclosure policy.
Mr. President, on June 30, 2010, we officially began and led the country's journey towards good governance, where transparency, accountability, responsiveness, and high level of performance are marked characteristics of government.
To lead by example, the Department of the Interior and Local Government is now a full disclosure agency that values highly transparency and accountability. Of the 22 departments of the executive branch, the Department of the Interior and Local Government is one of the few that discloses to the public its budget, finances, bids, and public offerings through the DILG website.
Today, we will feed another 15 that have elevated the practice of good governance to a level that is both worth recognizing by the government and emulating by fellow LGUs.
Good governance is continuously measured through the Seal of Good Housekeeping, or SGH, and remains the basis in accessing the Performance Challenge Fund subsidy. The Seal of Good Housekeeping is a measurement system to assess the LGU's adherence to performances along governance areas of transparency and accountability, eventually incorporating compliance to the Anti-Red Tape Act and Procurement Law, service delivery performance, and participation. In 2011, the Department of the Interior and Local Government continued to give high premium on local government performance. 3 rounds of assessment of the Seal of Good Housekeeping were conducted, covering 1,713 LGUs. Out of this number, 77%, or 1,327, passed and were conferred with a seal of good housekeeping. The SGH passers were individually accorded with recognition at the regional level, while the Gawad Pamana during the Biyaheng Pinoy, Tapat na Palakad Bayang Maunlad 20 Years of Local Autonomy in the Philippines, held last October 10 to 11, 2011 at the Philippine International Convention Center, or PICC, Pasay City. The Performance Challenge Fund is an incentive given to high-performing local government units which complied with a full disclosure policy and did not have any adverse finding from the Commission on Audit. It is a form of subsidy as counterpart funding to local development projects in the LGU's annual investment plans. The PCF program was launched by the Department of the Interior and Local Government on March 18, 2011, during the awarding of the Seal of Good Housekeeping at the Malacañang Palace in Manila. The national rollout was conducted in June 2011 to the regional PCF management team and field offices to effectively facilitate LGU compliance to the accessibility requirements through either one-shot calling or one-on-one PCF exclusive orientation, as well as during the Tapatan Roadshow. To intensify the campaign, the Office of Public Affairs facilitated extensive measures via the following tri-media activities: production of an audio-visual presentation on PCF as briefing material, issuance of press releases and news publicity, news broadcast and live interview. To provide guidance to LGUs on the eligibility and procedures for access to the PCF subsidy, the necessary basic and supplemental guidelines and advisories were disseminated. A series of related workshops were also conducted, which resulted to the development of the PCF Operations Manual, monitoring and evaluation frameworks, and other tools to ensure dissemination of information and implementation of the program. To scale up the campaign on improving local performance, on October 11, 2011, a covenant on operationalizing open governance, support to improve local performance in governance and service delivery was forged, involving various stakeholders such as government agencies, leagues of LGUs, development partners, private sectors, non-government organizations, civil society organizations, and the academe. Overall, in 2011, the DILG yielded 2 awarding ceremonies: Seal of Good Housekeeping Passers and Gawad Pamananang Lahi awardees. Of the 1,327 LGUs that passed the SGH assessment, 397 of them became recipients of the Performance Challenge Fund, or PCF, amounting to 7 million pesos for each high-performing province, 3 million pesos for city, and 1 million pesos for municipality, which they used to hasten their anti-poverty initiatives, boost of local economic development, and lessen their constituents' vulnerability to disasters. Another PCF incentive was for the Gawad Pamananang Lahi, an award for LGUs for exemplary performance in administrative governance, social governance, economic governance, and environmental governance. Around 91 Gawad Pamananang Lahi regional awardees were granted, with PCF subsidy distributed as follows: 1 province, 1 city, and 1 municipality per region. As they say, what gets measured gets done. Quarterly monitoring had been carried out to check the implementation of PCF, both at the regional and LGU levels. Monitoring activities were conducted from November 21, 2011 to December 9, 2011 by the Central Office members of the PCF management team. Moreover, to strengthen the design and implementation of the SGH and PCF programs, the World Bank, in cooperation with the Department of the Interior and Local Government, also conducted the 2010-2011 Rapid Assessment of the Seal of Good Housekeeping and Performance Challenge Fund. The Rapid Assessment aims to evaluate the project implementation of the LGU sub-projects that were supported through the 2010 PCF and evaluate the incentive effects of the 2010 PCF program on LGU behavior, which includes review of the processes undertaken by the DILG in developing the SGH criteria and the subsequent LGU assessment implemented by the DILG to recognize LGUs in 2011. Part of the assessment involves desk review of project documents, on-site validation of projects in selected LGUs, survey, and case study. As of reporting date, all projects of the 2010 PCF LGU beneficiaries are already completed. Among the projects implemented and completed by the 2010 PCF recipients are the following: Construction of groundwater system in San Agustin, Surigao del Norte, which provided sufficient and safe water to 1,084 households of 3 barangays in the municipality. Concreting and rehabilitation of Barangay Road in Pitogo, Quezon. The construction of a 2-story building as an extension to the existing birthing facility. Construction of a 1-unit 2-classroom school building to improve education facilities in Mobo, Masbate. The construction of the Anilao Shrimp Paste Processing Plant, a 1-story building which will house the processing of Anilao, 1-town, 1-product shrimp paste in Anilao, Iloilo. The construction of a permanent structured fish port facility to ease the problem of the small-scale fishermen using the former creaky and rusty wooden structure they call wharf. The local government is optimistic that such structure would make San Jose the center of fishing industry and the center of trade and commerce in the province of Dinagat Islands. The concreting and reblocking of Nara Road in Caguait, Surigao del Norte. And the construction of a groundwater system in Surigao del Sur. Among the notable projects implemented out of the PCF subsidy are construction of Cadiz Dagup Irrigation System in Bagulin, Ilocos Norte. Construction of the Municipal Livelihood Center at Quiniway, Besao Mountain Province. Construction of the Material Recovery Facility in Villaverde, Nueva Vizcaya. Construction of 3 solar dryers in San Isidro, Davao del Norte. And the construction of Level 3 potable water in Basilisa, Dinagat Islands. The Department of the Interior and Local Government in 2012 have lined up the following priority thrusts: to scale up the seal of good housekeeping, to strengthen collaboration and coordination with CSOs in the implementation of DILG programs, to focus on assisting building the capacities of LGUs on disaster mitigation, to sustain PCF implementation and embark on new programs like LGSF, Pamana Pillar 3, Salin Tubig, DRRM, and others. To strengthen second liners to ensure competence rather than seniority.